Hey everybody, Glenn here with another HGA reveal video. So I finally got my first 30-day order back in the mail. I'm going to throw up the TRT time image right now. Overall, it was a pretty bad experience, we'll call it. So this was a 30-day order. I won the submission lottery back in March 27th. You can see it took a lot longer to get received than usual. This just so happened to correlate with when they had the issue with UPS or USPS or whatever it was on their address. So it was a whole 9 days from the time I shipped it to the time they actually received it in their system. So it got off to a real bad start. From there, I got into the grading process. This was when they were starting to fall behind. I do think they had some labeling problems. I think they've had more labeling problems than maybe they've let on. They've talked about it, but this particular one, 3 different times they told me it was almost ready, and then I finally found out it was back in labeling. I had another order that ended up back in labeling as well. So hopefully now that they got these new printers and they don't have to keep reprinting labels and stuff, things will settle down. So it seems like they're getting back on track. I hope they are. I'm still submitting orders through them. I've kind of made a decision that anything modern or ultra modern, really actually anything probably junk wax era through current, I'll probably use HGA exclusively. I'm kind of using CSG for vintage, BGS for any kind of autograph authentication or anything like that, but trying to stay away from PSA and SGC. I just can't stand their slabs, so not even going to go there. But anyways, so 38 days it took for them to grade it. So it should have shipped back to me on 5/16. It didn't ship back to me until 6/1. Then 3 days in transit, which was pretty normal. So got the cards in the mail today. So overall, I was giving them 38 days. That's the 30-day turnaround plus a couple days to receive it and 3 days of shipping on both sides. And I ended up with 50 days, which is 12 days longer than what I anticipated. So overall, not fantastic on that side of the story. Anybody that watched my first video knows that I had sent in some custom labels, and one of them came back fairly good, and one of them came back horrendous. So this one has 3 in it as well that I had sent in ideas for custom labels. I'm going to go ahead and put those up on the screen for everybody to see. I had a Odell Beckham Color Blast, a Nick Chubb Stained Glass, and then a Baker Mayfield Gold Mosaic out of 10. So what you see at the top there is what I had suggested. So I'll be interested to see what we get. And I'm also kind of worried on this particular one. So this was before I'd seen all the reveal videos and saw how many bad surface grades people were getting. So anybody that watched some of my other videos knows that I had probably about 50 cards set aside that I was considering grading. Went back through once I saw how rough, I shouldn't say rough, but how particular the HGA grading system is on surface, and I ended up pulling out quite a few cards that I originally had thought about sending but then changed my mind on because I just don't think the surface is going to end up grading what I in that 9.95 range. And pretty much if I'm not sure it's going to at least get a 9, I'm not sending it. So I'm kind of worried about these ones because I know that I shipped them way before I had ever really paid any, well, I shouldn't say paid any attention. I obviously was checking the surface, but I wasn't checking it as good as I'm checking it now. So I'm a little nervous that I might get dinged on a surface on one of these cards that I was hoping would be good, but you never know. So we're just going to go ahead and get right into it and see what we got. So most of these are for my PC. 4 of them are for my PC. 1 of them I do not plan on keeping. So we'll see what we get here. So most of these were like case hits or low numbered cards that I had gotten along the way. Let's see here. Okay, so actually saw that first grade, which I was hoping I wouldn't, but that's okay. Okay, so I think we're going to go ahead and start with the one I'm not planning to keep. Okay, so this first one here is a Jerry Judy Donruss Optic autograph to 50. You can see that the autograph did get a 10, so I guess that's a good start. And ooh, it only got a 9.0. So they dinged me on edges. Wow, centering, they really got me. Wow, okay, now that I look at it, top to bottom is pretty bad. Surface, so yeah, 9.0 mint. Not what I was hoping for, but still a nice looking card. So we got, that's the first one out. Stick that there. I'm going to go ahead and center this, put this focus in line because it's going to drive me nuts if I don't. Let's see here. Go ahead and get this. Okay, so we're going to bring this up here. There we go. So overall, I guess I'm happy with that. For my first order, and like I said, kind of not knowing what I was doing. Okay, so second card here, we got an Odell Beckham Jr. Color Blast. This is from 2019 Prism. Let's go and see what we got here. Ooh, we got a 9.5. So that custom label actually looks pretty darn close to what I asked for. You got a little bit more color that they put around it. Didn't use the blue in the labeling, but overall, I'm pretty satisfied with that label. That's a sweet looking card. So very happy with that. I was actually a little bit concerned about this one because it did have like a soft corner. It's a little bit harder to see on these all white cards like that. So pretty happy with that one. Okay, next up we have a Nick Chubb 2020 Prism Case Hit Stained Glass. And this one, we got a 9.0. So it looks like they got 9 on edges, corners, and centering, and then a 9.5 on surface. So I actually got the best grade on surface on this particular one. You can see stained glass. Again, nothing like what I asked for, but it still looks pretty stinking sweet. So I'll take that. So overall, that's what I got. Nice looking card as well. Wish it would have been a 9.5, but I'll take the 9.0. Okay, next up. This one is the one I'm worried about the most because I found a lot of mosaic cards that I had set aside where once I went back and looked at the surface, it was not pretty. So I have a feeling that if anything's going to get dinged badly for surface, this is going to be it. So this one, you can see it's 4 out of 10, and oof, pulled off a 9.0. So at least that, oh yeah, but look at that surface grade, 7.5. Wow. So actually, that's kind of surprising because I got 3 9.5s, a 7.5, but still ended up with a 9. I thought you could really only get one full grade higher than the lowest grade you got, but maybe not. Maybe they changed something there. So overall, I guess I'm super happy with that considering that surface just got lambasted. And now that I see, I actually can kind of see like a little printer line going across there. Again, custom label, nowhere close. I like it. I think it looks really good. But I guess I came up with this little template and to send stuff in as suggestions. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to stop doing that because thus far, this Odell Beckham here is the only one that actually even came close to what I suggested. Everything else has been completely different than what I asked for. So overall, I'm happy with this. Like I said, with that 7.5 sub score, I'm glad I got a 9 on that. So got to be really, really careful with those mosaic guys. I'm telling you, I've looked at some of them up close, and they are terrible. Okay, so the last one I sent in was this Baker Mayfield on the horizon. So you can kind of see I was sending in, case hits with the Chubb and the Beckham, and then this one here is, I believe, was a Panini Rewards exclusive. I actually bought this on eBay. I didn't get it. I don't sit on that website and wait for stuff like this to pop up. So, but I love the look of the card. So I went ahead and picked it up. And this one got a 9 as well. This one here also had a custom label on it. So 9.0 on corners, 9 on surface, 9.5 on edges, and 9.5 on centering. So man, I just missed a 9.5 on this bad boy. But overall, I like the custom label. I think it looks good. Love the card. So I guess all things considered, I mean, I got 4 9s this time around. Probably could have waited on the horizontal slabs. I do wonder kind of why they. Oh, okay, it's the way. So I could have probably waited on the custom slabs for these, but I like these case hits. I ended up getting 2 9s and 1 9.5. This one actually got all 9.5. So this is my first, I'll call it true 9.5 that I've been able to pull off. That's a really sick looking card. And then getting a 9 on this despite that horrible surface grade. Pretty happy with that. And then this one, like I said, this one will be up for sale. Centering. Again, this was my first submission, so I wasn't, I guess, as in tune with what I needed to look for with these guys. So I can see here clearly that the top to bottom is just way off. Had I noticed that before I sent it in the first time, I probably would not have sent it. Looks decent on the back, probably a little bit heavy on this side comparatively. But overall, 9.0. So 4 9s and a 9.5. Overall, I've sent in and returned, got 9 back now. And let's see, that would be, I believe, 4 9.5s and 5 9s. So I'm close on getting gems about 50% of the time. So I'm pretty happy with that. So there we go, guys. Some nice custom labels this time, I have to admit. Love that one. Love that one. That one is nice and clean looking. So I don't even know. I honestly know if that's custom. That might be card match. Because I don't think I paid for a custom on this one. You can see up at the top, I did not submit for a custom on this. So for a team match, card match, probably card match is what it is. I'm really happy with that. It looks nice. And then this one, even though it's nothing close to what I asked for, it still looks really good with that card. So there you have it, guys. I should be getting a BGS order back here, hopefully in a couple days. It shipped out on this past Tuesday, I believe, Tuesday or Wednesday. So I should be getting it soon. And then I plan on getting my replacement card for my autogram that they didn't grade on my first 10-day order tomorrow. And that's going to be a pretty sweet card if it grades well. So you'll see a video pop up on that in the next day or two if I pull it up, or if I end up getting it in the mail tomorrow, which is scheduled to come. So hopefully I'll be talking to you then. See you guys later on for breaks.